We were discussing about that parameter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see the script. These were the two scripts which we deployed yesterday. One was this survey form, and another was this redirect Suitelet. Let's open this Suitelets. So we had put this. And you can see that we log this context, right?
Mm-hmm.
And out of this context, to get this parameter,
Correct.
right? We'll put context dot. Uh, is there anything in between? No fields, nothing. Parameters dot this. Okay. You can see that now we can see this parameter, which was hello, the name we were getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this way we can get the parameter, and the
Hello.
same is coming here.
Can you show me the script one more time?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Debug.
This was the script from which we are sending parameter. This one, the demo name. This
Redirect.
one.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
what is ID 822? How do you get that 822 again? I forgot.
This is the script ID in which we are sending this parameter.
Script ID in which we are sent. I know, but where do you get the 822 from? So when you load it, they give you the number.
Sorry.
The 822, where do you get it
like I
from?
told like I told you in Netsuite, for every record there is a separate internal ID. That this is the
Uh-huh.
internal ID of this script.
Okay.
Yeah,
And get it from where? You get it from the script. I mean, where do you see the 822?
yeah. One second.
From here itself, you see 822. Other from the URL, you see 822. So it has to be from,
Other than URL you are saying?
yeah. So hold on, okay. So this is where you see the 822, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So okay. So there's no other way. You have to check the URL and say it's 822.
Actually, it is the simplest way, and other than that, yeah, we can go to list
Mm-hmm.
scripting script.
It's a 822 here.
Here as well, you can see the internal ID of a script.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So great. And show me the script again. Not this one, the one that you capture the parameters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so form. Oh, no, okay. Okay. So this is the submit parameter. Context request parameters, custom
Mhm.
parameter name.
Yeah. This is the ID which we provided here.
Uh,
Cust param name.
as parameter. Okay. So look, okay, give me a few minutes. Yeah, listen. So cast parameter name. Okay. And so this is where you capture it. Like
Yeah.
custom and okay. Can you go back to the script?
Hmm.
Demo cast. So you find demo cast. Demo cast is what you enter.
Uh,
Uh,
one what we entered here actually, this one,
demo
the
cast name.
internal ID.
Okay. Okay. So demo cast name. Okay. This is where you get it, right? Then you get
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question, right? So if I do not want to declare variable, can I actually um um come on, man. Okay. So can I hold on, let me just note it. Can you take actually this whole piece, right, and put it here?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can actually. It is coming from this only, so we can with the internal ID only.
Yeah, I got it, but you declare a variable here, right? Right, right, and then you
Okay,
put
you're saying without. Yeah, actually, let's say don't
uh
declare a variable here. Okay,
okay. Mhm.
so we can.
Just copy the whole thing and put it there.
Yeah, we can cut it and paste it here
Oh,
whole.
okay, it will work also. Okay.
Yeah, you can do it that way. It's just that we want to log it, so that is why.
Okay. So then the next one is the form, right? What kind of can you show me the form, this form module, right? Does what kind of field does it support? So you field, list, button, those kind of things, right? Drop
Form is
drop
some
drop down list, anything, any HTML element you support
form is something.
in the module, right?
Uh, no, form is not a module actually. Form is this whole screen we can say is a form, right?
No,
And
sorry, sorry.
anything we will.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So no, no. So I'm my bad. The widget, the widget, the widget, right? All these add field, those are widget, right?
Yeah.
So the word widget.
Mhm.
So you support all the HTML element, field type, field tags. Does it support tables, everything?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Actually, let's go to.
ID, password, table. Does it support also those other? Does
I'm
it
showing.
support? Does it
I'm
support
just
screen?
showing.
Okay.
So here you can see this much type of fields we can create.
Okay.
We
Okay.
can create a checkbox. We can create a password field as well, percentage as well, phone, select field, radio button, rich
Mhm.
text. This much type of field we can create.
Does it support
But
putting JavaScript in the web page in that
Mhm.
website? Does it support that?
Yeah, it
Like
does. Yeah,
Like for
HTML, CSS only it support. We can customize any field.
say it again.
From HTML and CSS, we can customize any field.
Okay, but does it support JavaScript? Putting JavaScript into the website, that web page? Like if let's
Yeah.
say,
Mhm,
uh, if let's say the phone number is not correct, right? So I have a pop up and say, um, please enter phone number, right? Like the
mhm.
form you create
Yeah,
now, if I put a phone number and a phone call or the email, the format is not correct. I want to have a pop up, which is actually typically is the
yeah.
JavaScript. Can you actually
Uh,
do the JavaScript inside
Actually,
there?
it does support JavaScript, but here, we can do this thing via Suite script as well. So as soon as the things can be done via Suite script, so it is recommended that we use a Suite script only. But these things can be done by JavaScript as well, as far as I know.
So basically, so here, like, you when you this is a suit, this is not a suit script, this is Suitlet, right? Suitlet. Suitlet
Yeah,
is basically um output a web page, right? Web page by itself,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Controlled by the suit script, correct? You
yeah.
cannot put a script in a Suitlet web page, right? You cannot do that, right? You cannot put a suit script in a Suitlet web page. Can you do that? You cannot, right? Can you
Uh,
put can you put a client script, suit script into a
mhm.
suit
Yeah,
web
we
page?
can actually. In Sweetlet, we can call a client script.
You can call a client script. Okay.
Yeah.
So if let's say I just for say that if you have an email field like that, right? The email. Or
Mhm.
let's say phone number, for example, I put a validation on the phone number and say US, I have a plus one in front, for example, right?
Yeah.
Want to do a
Mm.
validation on that. How do I do
Yeah,
that?
we can do that. We can do that actually.
So if you
Let
let's say a
me-
client script, you want to build a Suitlet client script, right? How do you assign that client script to a Suitlet? Is it possible? Or is there
yeah,
a client?
yeah. Let me see. Yeah, transcript. Actually, what we will do, we need to. I had told you this earlier. We will directly upload the client script to file cabinet.
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
Will write the client script which will have this validation that if we enter this phone number and that is not a 10 number field and like that
uh-huh.
we had put validation. So we will upload that script in file cabinet, and from there we will call that script. Let me tell you the API.
How do you call the script?
Yeah, I'm just showing. Yeah, this is the API form dot client script module path, and we need to provide the right path in which folder it is. Like this, we can provide the path.
To script. Okay.
Yeah, you can
Mm,
copy. You can take this client script module path. Let me show.
so this is in a, okay.
You can use this API to call a client script into a Sweetlet script.
So then that source script will be embedded into the,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
So in this script, I also show you that how this else part is as well work. We can, this is for front end only, but here this part is back end. So we can perform another validations as well here. That is up to your requirement.
Hold on. How? Context. This is a
This is the front end part only till
okay.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Not this. This.
But this is
Yeah.
the
This part. This part is the UI part only. The front end where we are
uh-huh.
showing
Mm-hmm.
this form,
Mm-hmm.
and this part is backend part where we provided this parameter.
Okay. So if I have to call a client script, is it I call it from here?
You
Like
need to call it here
once.
because you will be providing that validation in UI in front end. No?
Um. Yeah. I got that. But when will it trigger? The question is when will it trigger? So let's
Mhm.
say
Yeah.
so if I let's say value change, right? On value
Mhm.
change on those kind of event, right? It will
Mhm.
automatically
Right.
moves on this field, correct?
Mhm.
Right? If I value change when I move the cursor to somewhere else, then
Uh,
that
okay.
will come. Is
You
that
let's say you want to provide this validation over this demo email, right?
right? Right.
So you can call the client script here
Mm-hmm.
anywhere,
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
and after first what will happen, your whole form will loaded, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it will work that way only. As soon as your whole page will load, page in it will trigger.
Mm-hmm.
The way
Okay.
in client script it did, a page in it will trigger, and after that whatever field you have provided validation, the validation on that field will trigger. So you can
Okay.
call the script after this form anywhere. You can try
Okay.
it and you can let me know if there is any error your side.
Okay.
Yeah. So in MapReduce, we have these four stages. One is get input, second is map, and there is this reduce, and there is this summarize. So get input, mostly what will happen, we will let me give you an insight of this MapReduce script. What happens if we need to deal with large data, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's suppose we want to update the 100 records.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, we will use this MapReduce script, and as well we can schedule this scripts as well. One another script is there which can be scheduled, which is schedule script, and we have this MapReduce script as well, which we can schedule. So by scheduling, we mean you already know that if we want to trigger any specific email on a particular time. So at that time, we can schedule this script which will send email to the email address which we want to send. So like that, it works. So in get input, we get the data. The
Mm-hmm.
obviously it will be large data. So whole data we can fetch in this get input stage, and that data we can pass into map stage in key value pair. So any validation we want to perform, we can perform there, and in reduce as well, we can do this validation. It's up to us. We if we want, we can use map and reduce both the stages, and if we don't want, we can skip any stage. We can do all of us our work in map only or reduce only, and at last the summarize stage actually executes. And in between this map and reduce, there is this shuffle stage as well. So that is in backend. So what happens, like if here in map stages we are sending 5 data into reduce, so it will map that data one by one. So like
Mm-hmm.
that it works. So
So what
let's
well, can you remind what does that do? What does map and reduce? What does it do? It's a standalone script, right? It is not um it is not trigger somewhere, correct?
uh, it is not triggered somewhere, but if we want, if we, so we can call this script as well in any other script, or we can schedule it so it will trigger automatically.
So it's a standalone by itself, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
it's not like you actually on the API like you have this event that you want to trigger. So it's a standalone.
yeah,
And the advantage of it is it can use to process a lot of data.
yeah.
Can you give me a use case why how they actually need to use it, where it will be useful? Or like
So
what
yeah, let me tell you what we can do if we need to update emails of all the customer, let's say, right?
uh-huh.
We can do
Okay.
that via CSV as well, and we can do this via MapReduce as well. So that is one use case. Or let's say we want to send email to 100 customers only.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
we will create a save search, and we will get all those customer in this get input stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can send that email via MapReduce. So that is one use case.
Okay. So basically it's more like for mass. So if let's say I want to load a lot of data migration, for example, right?
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
can use map reduce to do it, right? Is that right? You can load a
Yeah.
lot from using because you're saying the import export is only useful 25,000 record each time, each batch, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a spreadsheet that is if a spreadsheet that is like have a data is 1 million rows, right? Then it will not work.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
At
so
one time it will not.
so for map reduce, you can upload file. You can upload
Yeah,
file into the
but we can actually do at that time. We need to use this record.create API, and from that record.create, we need to
uh-huh.
fill all the values which are required to create that data. So that
Mhm.
file we can get into this get input stage, and from there we can pass one by one to map stage to create the data. We can do that as well.
Okay, but how so where will you read the file from the front end from your computer?
Actually, we can upload a file here. We have this file cabinet.
I cannot see. So file cabinet. But if let's say I have a 100 megabyte file, can you also
Mhm.
upload into the file cabinet?
Actually, there is a limit of file it can take. We can upload in a script which is I guess 2.5 MB. I'm not sure. I need to check that. There is a limit actually of the size of the file.
Yeah, you
We,
let me know.
it,
Let's say
it,
I want to upload 100 megabyte of file, right? 100 megabyte of
uh,
file. How do I
uh-huh.
do that? How do I do that? Right? If
So we will upload that file here in file cabinet in any folder we can upload actually. Let's we can
yeah,
create a
let's say
folder
you
as
are
well.
saying that 1 megabyte, 100 megabyte is big, right? It may not work,
Yeah,
right? Then you
right.
just split the right.
Can you please come again?
So we have to split the file. If let's say I have a 100 megabyte file,
Yeah,
right?
we can split the data into two files or three files, and
Mm-hmm.
let's say we have uploaded this file in this data files.
Okay.
In this folder, we have uploaded this file. So we can
Yeah. You are
fetch
start.
our file. We have this file cabinet in NetSuite for the this. You can go to Documents, Files, and File Cabinet, and we can create new folders as well, or you can upload a file in any folder. So let's say we have uploaded our file in this folder.
Okay.
From here, we can get our file in this get input, and from that file, we need to create the data so that we can use it in you we can need it whatever the way we need to set in a record. So we need to filter the data that way, but that will be a long process. uh, but if we need to do it, we can do it that way. Actually, I had to do it in one of my project. So
Uh-huh.
while we were doing CSV import, I told you, right?
Mhm.
In CSV import there is a limitation actually. So let's go to in CSV report, there is a limitation that we can only create or update the data which is available in this record types. What happens if a record is not provided here? We cannot create that data from CSV.
Mm. Like,
At
for
that
example,
time,
what will not be, yeah, what will not be there? Like
yeah,
custom, or custom record is there too, right?
yeah, custom record is there. If I'm
What
not
is,
wrong,
what will not be there?
sorry,
What will not be there in this list?
I guess vendor payment was not there. Let
Okay.
me check transactions.
Or when the payment is not a transaction?
Actually, that is a transaction, but it was not provided here. Actually, vendor payment is there. Actually, I'm not remembering actually what data it was, but there is this record which was not available in here in record types. It was a transaction only. To confirm, it was a transaction only. So I had to create it via MapReduce.
Okay.
Yeah, I will confirm it in the next meeting. What actually the record was? I have forgotten that.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so your scenario is that is not there. So what do? You have to use a map reduce.
Yeah, we I uploaded that file in file cabinet,
Okay.
and from there I created all those record which need to be created via CSV.
Okay. I mean, if you have have a sample code, or you can use that whatever you have created last time, and show it, then it will be really good use case.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, not right now. I can not yeah, not right now. I can provide you the code as well. Do not worry.
okay, okay. Map reduce is map and reduce is two different. Is map reduce is actually one thing, or is a map and a reduce is two things?
Uh,
When you
Map
say map,
reduce is a mhm.
map slash reduce, right? Map slash reduce. Why? What is map
Yeah.
and what is, so what does that mean? Why do
Uh,
you have
uh,
a map? Why do you have a
these
reduce?
are two stages. These are two stages only. One is this map,
Mhm.
and one is this reduce. So we can what say we can do our work in map only, or we can do in reduce only, or if we want we can use both the stages. It depends on us.
So what does map do? What does reduce do? I know it's two stages.
Actually, mhm,
Uh-huh.
yeah, let's say we got 100 customers in this get input stage, right?
Mm-hmm. Get input data. It,
Can you
so,
can you relate, can you relate that?
so So say that again. So
Let's say let's say we want to update. Uh, Let me think a scenario. There is this sales order, right? 100 sales orders are there, and we want to update the a field on sales order record, as well as let's say
mhm,
we have created a memo field on sales order record, and we want to email to customer whatever customer is present on that sales order. I mean, whatever customer uh, for that sales was generated. So we want to first update the field on that particular sales order, and after that we want to send a email that this particular field has been updated on your sales order. Like that is scenario. Can you relate that?
mhm, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So first we will get the data in this get input stage. So let's say that 100 sales order are the recent one. Let's say those were created via Safe Search, like I told you the other day, right? We can use that export that
Mhm,
script option, and we can get the data one by one in our script, say in sales order. So what will happen? We will make a key value pair, and we will send that sales order one by one, right?
mhm, mhm,
It will happen like if we got the 100 sales order here, it will not pass all the sales order at a time. Map
mm,
will execute that sales order one by one. Please note that.
okay.
Yeah. So
So,
let's say,
uh,
uh
so let's
yeah.
say the data is key equals to zero. Okay. So
Mhm.
let's just say that I want three sales order, one sale. So I don't understand the key value part. How do you format it? Let's say sales order, right? And then sales order number. How the key is what? Key is
Key value pair is a slight different thing. Let me say for that I need to provide you another use case. I was just first I wanted to show you this how map and
okay, okay,
reduce work.
fine. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's first assume this. We are sending one data only. Key and value pair will be get in picture whenever there will be. Let's say we need to send four or five data.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we are sending a sales order only. So what we will do in map stage, we will load that sales order, right? And we will set the value of that field, right? So we are done here, and we have updated the value on sales order record, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the extra work we need to do, we need to send the email as well to that particular customer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at that time what we will do, we will get the ID of customer record from the sales order record. That as well we need to get from the sales order which we have loaded in this map stage, right? And then we will pass that internal ID of that customer in reduce stage from
Mm-hmm.
and here we can use that email dot send API to send the email. So like that, this whole process will work for every sales order.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So space.
And talking about this key and value pair thing,
Mm-hmm.
uh, let's actually let's create a safe search. So let's say we have this much of data in our get input stage, right?
Mhm.
Can you relate that?
This much data. So this is a internal, I think
Save
you're talking
search.
sales order. Okay, okay. And
And
item,
we need, yeah,
those are the line item, right? How come there's a blank line?
this one.
Huh?
Yeah, there may not be an item, or they might have expense. So
Okay, okay, whatever the
yeah,
reason. Okay, so we have this data. Okay, fine. Uh-huh.
we have this data, and we need to pass this whole data from get input stage to map stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that time, what we will do, we need to make a key, and as you can see, item can be duplicate in this particular sheet, but document number cannot be duplicated, right? So in this scenario, document number we will make key, and all this data item and memo we can bind as value. So in this scenario, what will happen? This SO18 will be the
Uh-huh.
key, and
Uh-huh.
we will pass it as key, and this item and memo will be value. So this whole thing will be going as pair, key and value pair.
Can you put it on
That's
the
how.
X? Can you put it on a notepad or something that you show me? Okay, so the first row will be SO88.
Yeah.
How will it look like? The key. So when you load it into the file, what you got the first one, data load data, right? How would the file look like? Or how would the format of the
uh, let me let's try to create a map reduce. So you can see that this is one way to get the data by creating save search, right? You already are aware about that, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is
Yeah,
how it works. Sales orders. Okay, this is search, right? This is the search
yeah,
module.
yeah, yeah. Search module, and we are getting this these sales order by this filter, and one by one we are getting this data. We are getting order type, what order type it is, and we are getting what item are there, and we are getting the date, and we are getting document number, we are getting the customer here, and we are getting account as well, we are getting the amount as well,
Yeah, one
and
second. Let me.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Why do you have to provide name and label?
uh we can provide name only, label I don't think is mandatory. Yeah, but
Okay.
name we do need to provide.
So search order, search object. So so this is column. Search is account. So where actually exactly is the search happen here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
From this result, we get all the values.
So that so search happen here. right? Search happen here. So this is the result. Order type
Mhm.
get tags. So this one field, two field, three field, four field, five field, six field. Okay. Array result push. What is this for?
Yeah,
What
we
is
are
the push?
pushing this data. Let's say from this search, there will come 10 records, right? And
Mhm.
that 10 record, this save search will execute 10 times. One by one, it will get data. Let's say for one record, it took order type and item and everything. So first we will push that into this array, and again this search will execute, and then second time whatever data
Oh,
is there. Yeah,
JavaScript has to do it that way. So you query the result. So this is the result, right? This is the result.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, no, sorry. Dot count. So the query execution is where? Here. This is the line where query execution is happening, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm,
So all this data we are putting into this array, and we are returning this array, and this from this array we are actually getting this value here. We are getting
oh,
this
and
like
array is
this.
where? Sorry, array is where? On top. That one. So this is the array.
Yeah, in search content. Actually, whenever we will pass this value, we can get the value in this context. Whatever we will pass here, right? This array results. Let's assume we have passed this array result only.
Mm-hmm.
We will see that all these value will coming under this context, right? From that
Oh,
context we are getting this value, and out of this variable we are fetching those value one by one, and
okay.
here we are making key and value pair.
Key is order type two,
Yeah, yeah,
which is order type. Value is the order. Item order type two is a what? Order type two is a number. Is order number.
yeah, it is I don't know right now what it is. Let me see. Order type, it is it may be what type of transaction it is. Mostly here it will be sales order only, I believe,
Okay.
because in our order type we have provided sales order, so it
Mhm.
must be sales order only. It's just a
Okay.
demo script only. We can create make the document number as key. It's just to show you that how
Okay.
we
So
can
I
create key and value.
so the key will be order type two. Order
Yeah,
type. Okay. Transaction ID, entity ID. So the value will go something like this. This is
yeah.
the key. Oh, the value is an array of is actually the value is actually not just one value, it's actually an array of things, right?
No, here, just see. Here,
Uh-huh.
we have returned this array, right? So
Uh-huh.
that whole data will be going to this map stage one by one, right?
Uh-huh.
Not, let's say, this array holds 100 records, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
So this map reduce stage will execute 100 times.
Okay. I got that part.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And let's say out of that 100 data, we got one data at one time, and we are making this key and value pair 100 times, and this key and value pair will be passing to this reduce stage one by one only.
I got that. I got that part. Can you scrub a little
Yeah,
bit? Or I want to imagine how the key value pair looks like. So the
yeah,
key is the order type. The value
yeah,
is the whole is kind of like the whole array of
yeah, yeah.
okay. Amount to, account to. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
It's
it is
not necessary you pass all the values. You can pass the values only which you want to, or whatever is necessary.
few I want.
Yeah,
The few I want.
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So the map is just basically create the value pair, the key value pair. Okay, and the
No, it's just to show you where we can do validations as well here.
okay,
Let's assume we want to create any data with the help of this data. We can do
okay,
that. It's just to show
okay.
you how key and value pair will be passed whenever
Uh-huh.
there will be more data.
Oh, so in the map itself, that you can do anything, right? Basically, you can do anything.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
update in the map,
yeah,
correct?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Correct.
in theory, you don't even need to have the reduce section, right? You can do everything in the map. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, that is correct.
So the reduce is basically using for what? I mean, best practice. Let's say, for example.
Yeah, best practice is will be like if we want to have to create double data, like we have to create we have to update sales order as well, and out of that sales order record we have to update customer as well. So the best practice will be we update the sales order in map stage and the customer in reduce stage, so that we can this map stage has 1,000 governance only.
Hmm. How
And
many
this
governance is map and reduce? How many are there? What is the governance? Is 10,000?
uh, sorry, can you please come again?
The governance limit for map reduce is how many?
uh, the total governance limit of map reduce, let me explain, that is interesting part. This map reduce have the governance stages wise,
Uh-huh.
not the whole script.
Okay, okay.
So for get input stage the governance is 10,000.
10,000. 10,000.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, 10,000 unit. And for map it is 1,000, but 1,000 is per load. Let's say here were 100 data, so
Mhm.
we have passed one data. For one data it will be 1,000, and again it will refresh, and that will again start from 1,000.
Okay. 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 So it's
Yeah,
per
does
load.
that make sense? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I pass one array, right? So if I
yeah,
have one line in an array and pass it is 1,000. I will be given 1,000, right?
yeah,
And then you come
right.
out and the next array again will get another 1,000. You get another 1,000.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And reduce has 5,000
Oh, so map is
per
for
load.
read.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
the sequence and map reduce has to be map and then reduce. I cannot have reduce only. I have to have at least map. Is that right?
No, actually, you can use reduce only as well. There is
So
no
if
validation.
5,000, I will just use reduce. I don't bother with map then.
Yeah, yeah, we can use that.
Mhm.
And likewise, summarize. I need to check what is the governance. Not sure. I mean, you can check is whatever is the governance limit for uh, this summarize stage. I'm not sure. I need to check. I will
Yeah.
Google it only.
Use
If
summarize is 10,000.
okay,
Reduce is 5,000. Map is
yeah,
1,000. So summarize is 10,000.
yeah.
Okay. So 60 minutes. So or even they have time. So is map is you can only execute 5 minutes.
Yeah, actually, for every script, there is time limit only. Let's say we want to create anything, and if the time limit exceeds, so a script will not work. For every
Oh,
script, there is timing.
wow. Then if I data migration run, let's say the get input data has 60 minutes of time, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
if I run the data for like few millions record, then it will not work, right?
Hmm.
Because it can take more
Yeah,
than 3 hours.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Hmm. Okay.
yeah.
Good. Mm-hmm.
You can try creating a MapReduce script by updating values or something. So it is interesting actually. MapReduce script.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anything specific you want me to cover here?
So
You
now
have
the
any
question is,
question?
how do I execute this script?
Okay, you want to see how we execute this script? Yeah. Let's.
So now I'm ready to migrate my data. I uploaded my file. I wrote this guy. I wrote this reduce script. Then how do I run it?
Yeah. Same way, we will create a script record.
Uh-huh.
Use file and let's save it and create record. We need to deploy it. This is the deployment. Uh, let's save it. So you have created the script and you have deployed the script here, right?
Mm-hmm.
In client script and user event script, what used to happen, we used to deploy those script over any record, and we used to update anything in record, and then our script used to execute. That way it used to happen in client script and user event script, and in suiteless script it used to return us a URL while we deployed that script. But here there is no URL and we haven't uploaded this to any particular record as well. So it will be like this only. After deployment, we will see this screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
We will click on edit here on this script deployment. We will see this save and execute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's say I
Uh,
save it. To execute first, I just save it. How can I come back and execute? Can I just save
uh,
it?
yeah, you can just save it. Let's say,
Just click the save button, save it. Can you come back? Okay.
we are here, right? And now I want to execute this script.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
will go to deployment, open deployment, and we will click on edit.
Okay.
Now we will again save and execute.
Oh, how about in the action? The action doesn't have an execute.
No, it doesn't. It actually it's need
Oh,
it's for deleting.
oh, so
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We will
Okay.
save and execute. Let's do that. Like
Mm-hmm.
this, it will show the status here. Whenever
Okay.
it will be completed, it will show completed. So you can refresh it. Now
Mm-hmm.
it is processing only.
Mm-hmm.
It is completed. You can see,
Okay.
and you can see the logs. What happened?
Okay.
Yeah, this much of data is coming. You can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Can this script be called from a Streetlet or another script?
You're
Right,
asking, can we call this script from another script?
right, like in one of those
Yeah,
either.
yeah, we can do that. Before that, let me tell you one another thing as well in this script. Uh, so when I told you we can schedule this script, yeah, let's see that. We will click on edit. You can see
Uh-huh.
that now the status is not scheduled, right? But we
Mhm.
can make it scheduled. We can
Mhm.
schedule it, and
Mhm.
we can choose the time
Okay.
whenever we want to schedule it, like
Okay.
daily event or monthly event. You can see that,
Uh,
and we can schedule it that way.
Okay. So we can schedule something and say every day I'll send email to customer,
Yeah,
uh, all the sales order that's been created,
yeah,
or every day I just pull all the sales, search all the sales orders that's created today, find the email
yeah,
and
yeah.
so it's basically
Yeah,
a
and yeah, and
okay.
let me tell you one another use case scenario which I did in one of my projects. So it was an integration only.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be aware of payment gateways, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So what used to happen? There was this scenario. Our client was using two gateways. So they used to create transaction in one gateway,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted to post same transaction in another, let's say ERP or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was just to track the transaction IDs over
Mm-hmm.
the that third data, right? But
Mm-hmm.
whatever customer getting the payment from the payment gateway, those all customer were present in NetSuite.
Mm-hmm.
So our task was to post whatever transaction were done via that payment gateway. We
Uh-huh.
need to post all those transactions to the third party application, which I just told you that that was just to track the transaction only.
Okay. So
So
it runs.
what yeah
Mhm. Go ahead. Sorry, interrupt. Yeah.
So at that time, what used to happen? There may be created in one day. There may be created, let's say, thousand of transaction in one day, right? That is not a big number for transaction to be created. So
Mhm.
there used to be thousand of transaction. So what we did, we consumed their API in get input stage, and we fetched all the data. Let's assume they used to create 100 transaction or 1000 transaction in a day, and that script we scheduled daily. We used to run that script daily. We had scheduled it at let's say 3 a.m. So
Mhm.
that script used to get data from that payment gateway, and from that payment gateway, whenever we get the data, we used to uh, pass all those transactions one by one to map stage. You can let's say uh, relate now.
Yeah. I know it basically is a script they use for actually daily job. Either you can use it for data migration, right? You can use it
Yeah,
for daily job, hourly job,
yeah.
stuff like. I mean, very common,
So
very common. Yeah,
yeah,
integration for
so we
example.
used to yeah we used to get all that data and pass that data to map stage, and from there we used to consume another API. We used to
Mhm.
consume another API, which was just to post the transaction, whatever transaction had happened in that payment gateway. So this was one way to do integration as well. We had
Okay.
done this integration from this map reducer script only.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it probably can only be done that way, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So my question will be how do you can you trigger
Okay.
this
Okay.
other
Yeah. How to call this script with the help of
uh,
another script? Yeah.
right?
Um,
So let's say user event after submit, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So you can see that this is task module.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we need to call our script from a user event script, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's say after submit, for example. Okay.
Yeah, let's say after submit. So we will use this task.create, and under this task.create, we need to provide this script ID of the MapReduce script, and the
Mhm.
deployment ID of that script, and we will submit this task.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Great, great, great. Nice. So you can schedule it by that way. Okay. Okay.
And we can only call this script in any server side script only, not in a client script.
Okay. Server side, not in the client side. Okay. 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 Great.